Welcome to the RIS High School Online Thai Language and Culture Introduction course exercise. In this exercise, we're going to get you started with how to enter into the course and how to begin your studies for this particular school year. In order to do this, we're going to take a look at the purpose of this course, the course expectations, the course workflow, the Thai language lessons, looking at the Thai cultural assignments as well, and also the course systems and technology that we'll be using. At the end of this presentation, you'll be given a set of links that will take you to how to get started up. So really all you need to do is follow along with this EdPuzzle exercise and answer the questions after each segment that is presented to you, to prove and also to acknowledge that you understand how to work within the course for the rest of the school year. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we get into the how and what of this course, let's just take a moment to investigate the why of this course. The purpose that you are enrolled here at RIS in this course is several reasons. First of all, it is a government mandate here in the Kingdom of Thailand. So you need to take at least 50 minutes of Thai studies every week as a foreign passport holder here in this country. We take this online, and as you're doing this online, we'll be recording your progress and also assessing your understanding of the various concepts such as written and oral Thai language, and also we'll be overviewing the Thai culture for students and making sure that we are able to connect our daily experience as a foreigner in the Thai culture. And finally, we are going to make sure that we have a sufficient base to further our individual study if we choose once we exit the program here at RIS. Now let's take a look at some of the expectations for the online Thai language and culture course here at Ruamrudee International School in the high school. This is a pass-fail yearly course. You'll notice that it is broken up into semester 1 and semester 2 in your power school. Now, it is a yearly course, so you are assigned a 0.25 credit every year if you pass and earn a passing grade in this class. For the first semester, we'll be taking a look at language. Now, you'll need to pass all your assigned language formative and summative assessments with an 80% or better before the end of semester 1. Now, at the end of semester 1, in December 2020, you'll be scheduled a time to come and conduct and pass an invigilated final exam with me in a specific room. Then second semester, we'll turn our attention to the culture aspect of the course. And in the culture aspect of the course, you'll submit and pass all your Thai culture assignments. Now, these exercises and projects will be completed and passed via Google Classroom assignments and need to be completed by the end of May, semester 2. Now, in order to make sure that you can keep abreast and understand your progress within the course, you'll be able to access the class website and course website and view all the due dates and also look at your most up-to-date progress via an individual progress spreadsheet that will be displayed on the front page of the course website. You'll also be able to access and view your final grade or your more formal grade in Power School. Now, the final year's grade for both language and culture will determine if you pass this course for the entire school year. So you need to complete all language and also cultural assignments. Then, obviously, at the end, once you have submitted all of your work, it'll be assessed, and then you'll be assigned a pass-fail with 0.25 credit on your transcript. Here are a few tips for passing this course. Read all of my emails or instructor emails that come out to you on a weekly or bi-weekly or maybe tri-weekly basis. Structure time every week to work on your assigned tasks for the next couple weeks. Then submit your work correctly. Make sure that you have put in the effort to make sure you have done all of the work that has been assigned for that period of time. Make sure that you work through the most recent language lesson and assessments and review your previous lessons and assignments in order to make sure that you are keeping up to date and learning the cultural concepts and also the language concepts that come with the course. As previously mentioned, you'll be provided a set of links at the end of this presentation and exercise in order to get you started for this school year. But let's take a moment and overview the general workflow that you'll encounter as you conduct your studies in this course. Every few weeks, you'll receive an email from me providing prompts and links to the most recent assignments for the next period of time. For the first semester, you'll be given a link to the Moodle page where you can sign in using the school Google account. So you'll simply click on the Google sign-in page, and this will take you to the course. Now, the first time you do this, you may, if you're a new student, have to put in enrollment code, but that information will be provided to you via the links at the end of this exercise and presentation. Now, you'll notice that once you come into this course, that it is very basic. You have your navigation on the left, and you have the course title up top, and then you have the course content that will go below the title here, and you can see you can scroll down, and once you complete the confirmation you see here, you'll be able to access the first lesson and assignment for this school year. Now, on the right is where we want to go real quickly and overview this course central website. So you simply come here and you can click on this link, and this will take you to the course main homepage. When you get to this, you'll see that the first section is your current progress. So you can click on this particular link, and that'll open up a spreadsheet with all your updated progress as I see it when I go to check your grades. If you scroll down a little further, you'll be able to access the Moodle link that I just took you to. Then you'll be able to access your Google Classroom for your class graduating year, which you can see here on the right. And then finally down here, you can see that there's PowerSchool link here, and also some of the due dates that will be coming due in the next semester. And you can see that here you have your 4 different levels of the course. So you will want to go and access the level that you are assigned, where you can find that in the email that you just received to access this exercise, and or your PowerSchool information system. Now you can come back to here and you can go to culture assignments as well, and you can access the various different assignments and due dates via this link as well for your particular graduating class. Hopefully by now you're getting a better grasp about this course's purpose, some of the expectations that you have in this course, and also understanding some of the basic workflows throughout the year. Now, let's take a look at the Thai language portion of the course, which we'll be conducting our study during semester 1. Now, the Thai language part of our course is divided into 4 different levels, and the first level will study Module 1. The second level studies Module 2, and the third level will be studying Module 3. Now, during the course of our study, the topics that we'll be taking a look at in the Thai language is the conversational vocabulary, basics of Thai reading and writing. Now, these consist of Thai script, Thai grammar, Thai word construction, and reading pronunciation. In order to learn these topics, when you get into the Moodle course that delivers the language lessons and assessments, you'll be provided links based on your previous accomplishments of maintaining or earning an 80% or better on the previous assessments. So the first thing you'll see is a confirmation that you've watched and conducted and completed this exercise here. Now, once you've done that, it'll open up Lesson 1 with Lesson 1's assessment. Once you've completed and earned an 80% of that formative assessment for Lesson 1, it will open up Lesson 2, and you'll be able to complete that lesson and its assessment with an 80% or better, and so on and so forth, all the way to the module's summative assessment. If you're a returning student and you've been doing this for a year or 2 longer, you'll notice that this year you'll be able to work at your own pace, meaning once you complete, you do not have to wait for a date for the next assignment to open up. In fact, as you complete your formative assessments with an 80% or better, it will open up the next lesson for you. Now, for a more complete overview for the language lessons and assignments and due dates, again, you can go to the course website up here in the link select the level that you're assigned, and then this will bring up a document that you see on your screen here. And this has the due dates and also the links to each of the lessons and presentations and assessments. Now again, if you do not complete Lesson 1, you won't be able to access Lesson 2 unless you've completed the Lesson 1 assessment with an 80% or better. Let's take a moment and discuss our other aspect of this course, and that is the cultural aspect of this course. Now, for this particular course, and as already referenced in our course workflow section, we will be conducting our studies for culture via Google Classroom. So you will be accessing and also submitting your work through your graduating class year's Google Classroom. Now, at the end of this particular presentation, you'll be given some access links and some directions on how to get started, which you'll need to perform and complete by the end of this week in order to show evidence that you have completed the introduction exercises for the school year. Let's take a look at some of the possible procedures and also workflow for our Google Classroom concerning our cultural assignments. The Thai cultural assignments are basically content that's assigned for current Thai events, Thai literature, Thai history, daily life, reflections on your own experiences here in Thailand, and also various field trips that you might be engaged with during the year in other subjects. Now, in order to complete and provide evidence for your interaction with the Thai cultural concepts, you'll be using video, audio recordings, digital notes, and outlines, and images that will be uploadable to your Google Classroom assignments. Now, your Google Classrooms will be, again, based on your particular graduating year, and you'll be assigned up to 4 different assignments per year. And in your assignments, if you go to the classwork tab at the top, you'll be able to access the various school years, even previous school years, assignments, but also you'll see that this year's assignments will be posted periodically as we progress through the second semester. Learning a new language can be quite challenging. Learning a new language online can present even further challenges. What are some of the challenges that you might experience or run up against as you study throughout the course this school year? Well, first of all, you could just have problems meeting the deadlines, or you're not quite sure when the deadlines are. You could also be having problems with the content itself. Maybe you're just not getting some of the concepts. And finally, you could actually just be having problems with the technology, and so you need assistance for troubleshooting and so on and so forth. So in order to assist you with that, you can rely on the school's scheduled flex times. Whether I contact you and ask you to meet with me, or whether you want to meet with me and you initiate that email, is up to you. Now, you can also make an appointment with me for, let's say, times outside of flex time, so milk break, before school, after school. You can contact me at danielb@rism.ac.th, or you can try dropping in to AD217 or the class space behind that, AD222, and see if you can catch me in passing if you have any just quick questions that you might encounter. Now that you've completed the course introduction exercise, you should have a better idea of the course's purpose, expectations, and procedures. Let's get you started. In a moment, a set of links will appear for your access. Click your graduation year's link to access a document with further instructions on how to view your Google Classroom that will deliver and collect your culture exercises and assignments. Now, shortly, you will be prompted to click the link that corresponds with your assigned level to access a document with further instructions on how to view your assigned Thai language and culture level. Your Thai culture level should be stated in the email where you access the link to this EdPuzzle lesson, and also in PowerSchool. Once you're in the Moodle course, be sure to complete the confirmation quiz in order to gain access to your first lessons and assessments. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. I look forward to working with you throughout the rest of the year.